Hey everyone, Brian here, and I'm here to do a DVD review. And I got to, actually, it's a special DVD review because I'm going to do 3 DVDs. One, however, I have currently on my Xbox 360. It's actually one of the DVDs that you can now download on demand. And the other 2 I have in my hand. So let's first of all talk about the one that's on the Xbox 360, alright? This is one of the first 2 TNA ones. That's right, I got 2 TNA ones. The TNA one I'm talking about is the history of TNA. Now I know a lot of people feel as though it's nothing but talk and everything, but to me I find it quite interesting. The history of TNA Year 1 was very interesting, very insightful. We find out that, Jeff, along with some friends, I can't think of the guy's name right now, and his father came up with an idea to do the wrestling company of TNA. But instead decided that it would be a better idea than trying to go out and, find a national cable outlet or television syndicated outlet for the show, that instead they should go out and do something that no other wrestling company or any other sports entertainment company has done, and that's do a weekly series on pay-per-view for just about $10. Now I know a lot of people might say that, who financially might say, well, $10 a week, that sounds ridiculous. $5 might sound better. Well, you got to realize that $10 for 2 hours of action, that's pretty damn good. I mean, that's what Ring of Honor is doing right now. They're basically doing a $10 thing for the pay-per-views, and those are not weekly. Those are like bi-monthly, if you will, or not tri-monthly. But anyway, I thought it was very intriguing. I mean, I like how the fact that, how they mentioned how people just doubted them, and said you're not going to last this long because of some of the things they had to do, like when they lost the financial backer and everything, and they got Panda Energy to get behind them, and the fact that they went from the big arenas in Huntsville and Huntsville, Alabama, and I can't think of the other place. I think it was Knoxville or something like that. And then they had to basically go into the fairgrounds in Nashville, which they called the Asylum. I like how they look at it and they say, yeah, they may look bad on a, to somebody, to a wrestler coming in, but to us, it's like, we're saving money and we're still keeping things going. We're still giving them something different. But overall, I thought it was a very interesting DVD, kind of talking about how things came about, how certain things were, and how they started out, how they struggled a little bit, but in the end prevailed and became what they are today. And if you haven't seen History of TNA Year 1, I suggest you go out, get the DVD, or if you got an Xbox or even a PS3, I suggest go on to the TNA section there. And it's not much. I think it was about $1,200 that I paid for mine, 1,200 Microsoft points, and whatever PS3, points you have to do. But I suggest you watch it. It's real good. You'll enjoy it. Excuse me. Okay, I'm just checking my time. It's none of your time. Now, the second TNA DVD I want to talk about, if you will, is Best of the Bloodiest Brawls, Volume 1. This came out about 4 years ago, just about 4 years ago. Now, we know they had another one come out about a few years later called Scars and Stitches, but this one, to me, by far is the best they have. I mean, I saw Scars and Stitches, very good, but this one is by far the best. Because, I mean, it just shows you every single match in its entirety, from the first Monsters Ball at Victory Road in 2004, all the way up to the Barbed Wire Massacre in 2005. So 1 full year of, probably the most violent matches I've ever seen in an up-and-coming company like TNA do. But overall, it was actually pretty good. I mean, especially when you watch the last one, which is the Barbed Wire Massacre. That really, tells you that you paid for a good DVD, because you get a good you get a few Monsters Balls that are good, you get a good House of Fun match between Raven and Waltman, Sean Waltman, that is, Six-Pac, or whatever, X-Pac, you get you know, you just get tremendous matches overall, and like I say, it definitely is worth the buy. I mean, and to know that you get the barbed wire massacre at the end, the first barbed wire massacre between Sabu and Abyss, is worth it. And then you get the coverage, the exclusive coverage of the hair versus hair match between Raven and Douglas. Overall, like I said, just a tremendous DVD. I suggest you go out and get this DVD. You'll enjoy it. Go on Xbox, go on PS3, rent it, buy it. You will enjoy it. Definitely worth it. There you can see the match listing, I think, right there. But overall, a very good DVD. Definitely probably one of the best TNA's brought out in a long time. Alright, the third DVD I want to talk about. I don't know if you can find this anywhere right now. You probably have to go to like High-Sparks or something. But if you're a fan of Evan Bourne in WWE, then this is a DVD you'll like. Because as you all know, Evan Bourne, real name is Matt Sydal. In this DVD, took on Epic War's newest member, Jason Strife. And in this match, Matt Sydal defended the NWA Midwest X Division title. That's right, the NWA CSW Midwest X Division title. And that's exactly what this is. It's a Central States Wrestling DVD. It's called Hostle Intentions. It took place on February 4th, as you can see there, 2006, in Lawrence, Kansas. I was there. You could actually see me. I'm on this side of the barricade, on one of the first people that the wrestlers high-five if they want to when they come out. I'm in a black and white clad thing. You can see the match here on the YT. This match was pretty, I'll tell you this. This match was overall one of the best matches I've ever seen at Central States Wrestling. Back and forth, you didn't know who was going to win, how they were going to do it. It was just unbelievable match, back and forth. But in the end, if you've seen the match already, or if you were there, like I was, you know that Jason Strife did win the match, went on to become the Midwest X Division champion. But overall, just a tremendous match. You also got other matches on there. You got Mark Sterling when he was the Kansas State champion taking on Wade Chisholm. You got a six-man tag with Derek Cook, Mason Hunter, and Tyler Cook. Derek Stone, I should say, Mason Hunter, and Tyler Cook taking on Jeremy Watt, Brett Young, Hype Gotti. You got the fourth match in the Best of 7 series between Payday and Strider, and here you have Payday and Delirious. That's right, Delirious of Ring of Honor, facing Michael Strider, and a Steel of Ring of Honor in the fourth of the 7 matches. These 7 matches, if you've seen them, between Payday and Strider, were very good, especially the last ones. And you got Darren Sanders against Ryan Ash, and you got Crow Chisholm against Dingo. So overall, very good DVD. Definitely was a great event. I went there, like I said, saw it live. Tremendous action. If you've ever had a chance to check out Central States Wrestling on DVD, online, something like that, I suggest you do it. Especially watch the Matt Sydal Jason Strife match. Watch the AJ Styles Dingle match, AJ Styles Darren Sanders match. You're going to see some tremendous matches, guaranteed. And if you can get your hands on this DVD, it's worth the price of whatever you got to pay, because it's got a lot of good action. And that's all I have to say in my DVD review for the TNA Best of the Bloodiest Brawls, Volume 1, for the history of TNA Year 1, and for, of course, Central States Wrestling Hostile Intention. You got any comments? Just let me know. Got any video responses? Post them. I'll talk to you all later.